On your homeowner's insurance policy, you're going to see an item called Coverage B. It could also be listed as other structures or appurtenant structures. So what is that coverage for? Other structures or appurtenant structures are any structure on your same parcel of property that is not physically connected to your dwelling. It's going to be things like a detached garage, a garden shed, a gazebo, or a freestanding pergola. If you have a swing set that is mounted into the ground, that is also going to be considered an other structure. So here we have an example. We've got the house over here. You can see there's clear space between the two. They are definitely not connected by anything. So this detached garage here is going to be considered an other structure. Here we've got another example. This person has, over here on the right, a 3-car garage that is attached to their dwelling. It's physically connected to the end of their house. So this 3-car garage is going to be part of their Coverage A dwelling limit. This 3-car garage here on the left is set aside by clear space. It's not touching the other garage. It's not touching the dwelling. So this garage on the left is going to fall under Coverage B, other structures. Here we've got another example. We've got a deck here that's coming out the side of the house. There is clear space here between the deck and this gazebo pergola structure. There is nothing that is connecting the two. This brick patio or sidewalk does not count. So there's clear space here. That's going to make this pergola or this gazebo structure an other structure, a detached structure. So why is it important to distinguish the difference between an attached structure and a detached structure? A detached structure is going to have a separate coverage limit on your homeowner's insurance than your house value. Usually this coverage is included at 10% of your dwelling value. So it's important to look at that and know exactly what items on your property are going to be classified as an other structure or an appurtenant structure under that Coverage B so that you can make sure you have enough coverage. If you have a replacement cost policy, you're going to need to look up what the replacement or rebuilding cost is on each of those structures. If you have multiple items, that would be a detached structure. You need to add those all together and make sure that combined your total is underneath that Coverage B limit. If not, you need to talk to your agent about purchasing more coverage so that you have enough in case you have an event happen like a tornado that maybe affects your entire property. So here's an example. Let's just say that you have a detached garage that would cost $40,000 to rebuild. If your home is insured for $250,000, then you're automatically going to get $25,000 of coverage for Coverage B. Obviously, that's not enough for your $40,000 garage, so you're underinsured. That's a problem because you're at risk of not having enough coverage to replace or repair that structure after a loss, but it also means you could face a co-insurance penalty from the insurance carrier. So it's really important that you add up the total rebuilding cost of all your detached structures, make sure your Coverage B limit is high enough, and you purchase additional if you need to. I hope that explains what Coverage B means, what other structures are, gives you something to think about, and gives you a starting point to start this discussion with your agent.